Your vision is one of the most vital senses that we hold as human beings. It enables us to read, to walk, learn, and most importantly, to see the world. But do we know enough to take care of our vision, just as much as we value our physical and mental health? To guide us through about this, joining us this morning is ophthalmologist Doctor Itos Yutangco. Good morning and welcome to New Day, Doc Itos.
Yes, good morning, Doc Freddy. Thank you for having me.
Now, there's a statistic here. The World Health Organization says that over 2.2 billion people have developed near or distance vision impairment. Help us understand this. Bakit ito nangyayari? Is this alarming? Tumataas ba yung trend nito? Is there something affecting this?
Well, 2 billion population is such a broad population. And near or distance vision impairment is also such a broad symptom. But if we're talking about being nearsighted or farsighted in general, a lot of it has to do with first the anatomy of our eyes, and second, the activities that we usually do.
Okay, so it's either genetic or lifestyle. Speaking of
Yes.
those two things, many people develop eyesight problems at a very young age. Bata pa lang, minsan nagsasalamin na. Is this mostly because of genetics, like the statistic shows, or may environmental effect ba ito, especially now na gadgets ang ang hawak ng mga bata ngayon?
Yes. So, again, a lot of it has to do with genetics. It can be passed down by family history. And second, there has been an increasing trend of nearsightedness among children. And a lot of it has to do with more screen time. So what we advise is for children is to lessen screen time.
Okay, so good that you mentioned that. So lessening screen time, what exactly is a good time para may hawak na gadgets? Because before, nung
Yes.
generation ko, our parents would tell us, don't watch so close to the TV or else you'll ruin your eyesight. Ngayon naman, because of work, because of everything, you really need to be in front of gadgets, computer screens. What's a good time? And is there an exercise para sa mata natin?
Yes, that's a good question. So it depends on the age. For children less than 2 years old, we advise no screen time at all.
No screen time.
For children between 2 to 5 years old, just 1 to 2 hours of screen time is okay. For children more than 5 years old, since in the modern world, digital devices cannot be prevented since we are already adapted to the online way of school and work. So more than 2 hours is okay, but as long as we have frequent breaks.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. So with the frequent breaks, how often is frequent and what can we do in between those breaks? Meron ba tayong pwedeng gawin to relax the muscles of our eyes?
Yes, what we advise is that what we call the 20-20-20 rule. So for every 20 minutes, look 20 feet away for 20 seconds.
Okay.
Yes. So
Very
that's
good. Now let's talk about some of the more common eyesight problems that many Filipinos experience. Let's go on the pathologic side dito. Sore eyes. Ano ba yung sore eyes? Saan ba nakukuha ito? What should people do if they feel? What does it feel? Kumbaga, for those who have never had sore eyes before.
Sore eyes will generally present with eye redness. Although it is important to note that eye redness doesn't only mean sore eyes. But if we're talking about sore eyes, the way the population understands it, it is an infection. So it could be viral, it could be bacterial. So if ever someone has sore eyes, he or she will feel foreign body sensation, there will be increased eye discharge, eye redness, and generally eye discomfort. So if he or she has sore eyes, what we suggest is to consult an eye doctor immediately.
Right.
So that we could give the appropriate antibiotics if needed.
So antibiotics ang kailangan? What about over-the-counter vasoconstrictors that say that it gets read out in a fast time?
We don't advise over-the-counter vasoconstrictors because it could also do harm because it is not really the appropriate treatment for sore eyes. It is just a temporary remedy, but not the solution.
So always consult with an ophtha. Now, really quick, Doc, we don't have much time anymore. let's talk about cataracts, glaucoma. Anong difference ito? Kailan nangyayari ito? At what age? And what should people do? What tests can people do in order to spot this early?
We'll start with cataracts. Cataracts is a disease of the lens of the eye. So in all our eyes, there is a lens inside. That lens is supposed to be clear and transparent. Okay? A cataract happens when the lens becomes opaque or different in color. So since it is opaque, it will result to blurred vision or cloudy vision. So again, the cataract is a disease of the lens of the eye. And if we want to have it removed, surgery is the option. For glaucoma, it is a disease of the nerve of the eye, the optic nerve, wherein it will result to gradual progressive loss of the field of vision. So in other words, if someone has glaucoma, as time goes by without any treatment, yung field of vision niya will progressively narrow. So that's glaucoma.
Okay, very good. Now, lastly, Doc, how often should we get our eyes checked? A lot of people know, pag dentista, twice a year. Pag opta naman, sa eyes natin, how often?
For the eyes, at least once a year.
At least once a year.
Yes.
Okay, so marami talaga tayong natutunan ngayon regarding our eyes. So keep it healthy. Our vision is really important for us. Thank you so much, Dr. Itos Yutangco, for joining us here on New Day.